The elemental energy known as water. What this energy is usually cultivated for is the control of cold, or the feeling of coldness in the body. If you pull enough of this water element into your body, say you're in a desert or in a very hot area, if you pull this water element into the body, you're able to actually cool yourself down to where you can survive in the desert and negate the heat that's being radiated onto your body while you're in the desert or in a very hot or humid climate. So if you work with this water element energy, you'll be able to control the coldness within your own body and the temperature of your body, much like if you were to cultivate the fire element for the heat or warmth in the body. Being able to control these two elements will give you greater control of the temperature of your body whenever you want to put it at, essentially. The water element is used for purification as well as control of the emotions, the development of intuition, dreams, and love. It's also used for rebirth and renewal, just like fire. It's also used for helping to understand things, getting a greater understanding. It's also used for cultivating harmony, friendship, connection to the dead, ancestors, or spirit realm. It's used for healing and the attainment of psychic abilities like clairvoyance. It's also associated with the unconscious or the subconscious mind as well. Both of those aspects, the collective unconscious or the unconscious parts of your own mind, and the subconscious parts as well. It's used for cleansing as well as cultivating kindness, nurturing aspects of yourself, as well as empathy, and it's associated with lunar energy. People who have a lot of this water element are compassionate, adaptable, passive, tranquil, reflective, self-aware, introspective. If you have too much of this water element and it's out of balance, you can become very depressed or have depression. You can be oversensitive to things. If people say something to you, you could overreact for whatever reason, or you take it too personally. You could also be very self-sacrificial, over-emotional, self-doubting, needy, cowardly, and those are some bad aspects as far as the water is concerned. The zodiacal signs associated with water are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, and the planets are the Moon and Venus. So there's certain positive and negative aspects of all the signs as well as the planets that you could also use with the water element once you research into these different signs and the planets. And you could begin to work with those energies along with the water element if you want to start cultivating those aspects within yourself or to banish them away if they're negative. The creatures or the elementals associated with the water element are the undines or the mermaids. And the season is autumn and the direction is west. The platonic solid associated with the water element is the icosahedron, and the color is blue. That's most closely associated with the water element. The icosahedron can be visualized whenever practicing the invocation of the entities given in the first video, which is how to invoke and banish elements that I made for y'all. And in this, you could, instead of visualizing the sphere at first, you can visualize an icosahedron above you, before you, or within you that's focalizing and pulling water element chi or life force energy into the shape. And you see it kind of swirling on the inside and the water moving inside of the icosahedron. And then you could form a sphere around that icosahedron that is a blue aura, and you want to make it as brilliantly and bright as you possibly can as you're pulling and drawing life force energy into the shape. And that can be used as far as that meditation or ritual is concerned. The chakras associated with the water element are the sacral chakra in the 7 chakra system, or the sexual or pelvis chakra in the middle pillar. So whichever one of those you feel like you should use, whether it be the 7-tier chakra system from the root chakra to the crown chakra, or the middle pillar where you work with 5 chakras, either one of those can be used as far as cultivating the water energy. And you would pull that water element into one of those chakra points whenever you're trying to cultivate this energy in your body. If this element happens to be out of balance, the other elements need to be increased in order to balance this element out. More than likely, the opposite element is lacking, which would be fire, which is causing depression or the different negative aspects of the water element. But what you would want to do is you would want to either increase the earth or the air element first, and then increase the fire element, because this will make the transition from the water element into fire much more easier, and bring balance between the elements much more efficiently and quickly. But what you can also do is perform the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, where you set the intention to balance all the elements and to promote the positive aspects while banishing away or negating the negative aspects of the elements. And whenever you do this, you can invoke the god names and the archangels and angels associated with the water element. And I'll go ahead and give those to you now. The god name is Elohim. The archangel is Gabriel. The angel is Taliahad, or Taliahad. And then you have the intelligence, I believe, is Tharsis. And then you have the king, which is Nixah. And you would invoke these energies, whether you're trying to force that energy into the sphere or a Casahedron to cultivate that water element, or you could also incorporate them into the LBRP when you're performing that. After you've drawn the pentagrams and invoked the god names as well as the archangels, you could invoke these god names all the way to the kings with the water element in the west to help control this element as well as to master this element eventually. And you could invoke these energies to help promote the positive aspects of that element, and to get rid of the negative or banish away the negative aspects of that element within yourself. But that's pretty much it as far as the water element is concerned. If you found this video informative or of value to you, go ahead and leave me a like down below. If you have any questions, if you want to leave some feedback, or if you have any topics you want me to address at a later time in a later video, go ahead and comment down below as well. And subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be a lot of content that I'm going to be posting in the future for y'all as well. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.